Yo, what is up, everybody? We are here. We are doing a interview, post-album interview, whatever the fuck. Um, Man, I want to say thank you guys so much before we get into any question. I want to thank you guys so fucking much for all the love and support that you guys have given this album. You guys have shared it. You guys have liked it. You guys have commented. This is the most love I've ever seen on an album. Dude, the first day it came out, I was so like, shit, I hope it's good. Because I've been working on this album since the Home Volume 1 eras. So I've been working on this album for a very, very long fucking time. And it has had so many different changes. But I'm not going to get into them because there's a question in here that has that kind of, question, I guess, to it, So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I want to say thank you guys so fucking much. I love every single one of you. Thank you to everybody that supported me and loved the album. This one is for you guys. So I asked on YouTube for people to give me questions, and I'll answer them. Nobody did it on YouTube, but that's okay because I did it on Snapchat, and people brought in shit on Snapchat. So I had some questions from Snapchat, and sorry if I sound weird. I'm just getting over being sick. I was sick for 4 days. I was sick when the album dropped, but fucking still pushing, still moving. We still grooving out this bitch. It's been 2 days since the album dropped. It is currently May 12th, 26 at 11:56 in the afternoon. And the amount of love that it's already gone, it's crazy. But I can sit here and talk about it forever. But anyway, let's get straight into this interview slash Q&A. How long are you going to do music for? I'm going to do music as long as I can until I'm probably dead. I'm not even going to lie to you. I love music. I love making music. And as long as there's people listening to it, that's all it takes. That's all it takes for me is it can just be like a handful of people. And I'll just make an album called For You Guys. And I'll just fucking put out a bunch of songs on there. And then boom, done, Or I can just make a whole new channel called The Album. And every song that I make, just add that to the album. That would actually be a really cool idea. That would be fun if somebody did that. But I want to do that because, well, at this point, I don't need to do that, but I would do that if, I didn't get to this point where I'm at. What made you want to get into music? Hollywood Undead and Eminem. You guys know that those two are my big favorites. Deuce, he made me want to get into Hollywood Undead. Made me want to start doing music. He made me want to. Funny enough, he actually made me want to do diss tracks because he made so many, and I wanted to make diss tracks that sound like Deuce, but had the lyrical aspect of it as Eminem does, but then have my own twist on it. So it's not like I'm a copycat. And, obviously I've come up with my own stuff now, so I don't really copy them anymore. I more did that when I first started learning how to make music and write and see how I could put shit together, and really, very, really proud of myself. But yeah, those three are the main, and then obviously you got 50 Cent, you got Dr. Dre, you got N.W.A., you got fucking Eazy-E. I mean, those guys, Falling in Reverse. I can keep going on in a list about the people that made me want to do music, but mainly those three: Hollywood Undead, Eminem, and Deuce. How was it working with others on an album? It was good. Honestly, it was not hard to do. Um, it just sometimes, like, when you want to have, a song made or done at a certain time and it doesn't get done by that, it's like kind of annoying, but it's not like I'll never fucking do it again, because I love doing it. I love doing collabs. I love doing features, and I love that the songs that are on the album and not just fucking throwaways. Um, with Sticky Stank Landon, stupid fucking name. With Landon, we were actually in his studio when we made Beautiful Tragedies 2 and Spectrum, and we had a completely different idea for what this album was going to be, because the 9th album was going to be a me and him collab instead of just him being featured on 2 songs. But he also did some more work, like, behind the scenes. He helped me out, like, how I wanted it to sound. He helped me with a couple other songs. One song was for his album, and then there was another song that we saved and put on a single, and then there was another one where we didn't finish, so we just kind of scrapped it. I still have it, though. That was really fun to make, but yeah, with him, it was fucking great. It was phenomenal. And the album that we were going to do together was actually going to be called Spectrum, and when the whole family shit happened, that there was already a song called Spectrum, and he was featured on it, and that's why the album was going to be called Spectrum. So I was like, you know what, since it's a perfect loop, Spectrum last track, Beautiful Tragedies 2 first track, and we're just going to make it a loop, and that's what we did. And then with Gabe, I've been barking up this motherfucker to start his own channel and start putting out his own music, because I love that motherfucker, man. He can shred a guitar. He can fucking play guitar like crazy, dude. Like, I have money on him that if you think that you could go against him in a fucking battle, I have money on him all the way. I have so much trust in that motherfucker. So, yeah. With him, it's fun. I really wanted him to be on the album because, like I said, I'm trying to get him to make his own channel. But for some reason, he just fucking won't. And he keeps talking about how he wants to, but he just won't for some reason. And I feel like if he gets to see the love that his music gets on my album, or when I promote it for him or put it out as a single, I mean, fucking Desperation was great. Desperation got fucking great views. It got good likes. And then so was Hope. I mean, fuck. I mean, people like his shit. People like your shit, man. So go and fucking make an album. Make an EP. Make a demo. Make a demo tape. Make a mixtape. And then send it into places. And if people like it, then you just fucking make an album. Or just jumpstart, make an album and go from there, you know? A demo album. It doesn't matter. Just do something. Even if it's singles. Fucking do something. But I'm happy with what he did. I'm happy what he gave me. I'm happy with what Landon gave me, and I'm happy what I got, what I gave. So, enough rambling on about that. How many changes do you think the album had? This is why I didn't want to talk about it earlier. The album had so many fucking changes. I mean, God, I've talked about this before, but for being honest, I mean, probably if I had to give you a number, like an estimate, probably around like 26, 30 times. Very specific, but either 26, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. A lot of times, you know. A lot of different covers, a lot of different names, a lot of different track lists, a lot of different songs, a lot of different ideas. So, just a lot. um, how many tattoos do I have? I have one on my hand. I have two on my forearm. So I have HU on my left hand. I have Undead on my right arm. And then I have a raccoon next to it. And then I have on the top of my arm the Love You, Favorite Hunter Ever, Lots of Love manga with 2 roses next to it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 tattoos. What made you want to do another album, 15 track? What made you want to do another 15 track album? Okay. I liked the 13 track album. I really did, because it was kind of easier. But I don't want to go for easy. I want to go for like longevity. And I think with Death Do Us Part, it kind of died down a little bit after, I'd say, like the 6th, 7th month. I'd push it to even say the 8th month. Because, it's 13 tracks, and a couple of them are skits. So there's probably only about maybe 10 tracks on that album total, which isn't a lot for what I do, which is, make the instrumentals. So I think that kind of faded out. So I wanted something that definitely had more to it. Not too many skits, just enough songs to where the point where it's like what it was when I had the 15 track listing. It would be 13 tracks and then 2 skits. You got 13 songs and then 2 skits, so it kind of fits perfectly, but I don't know. That Do Us Part was gonna have 15 tracks, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do 13 because I don't want to fuck up a story, because I was going with the story there. So I was like, fuck it, this time around I'm gonna do 15 track list, and I think I'm just probably gonna stay with that. It just depends on the album and what I'm talking about. It could easily be either a 13 or a 15, fucking even 20, but it just depends on the album and the story. What is your goal when you make music? I want it to sound good. I don't want it to sound like how the last album sounded or the last single sounded. I want everything to be new, but when you listen to it, you can tell that it's me. So I definitely have my own sound, but I'm definitely not copycat-ish with myself. But I'm definitely always, in race with myself. Not so much other people. I'm not. I've never really been worried about other people. I've always been worried about myself. I've always been worried about, if somebody's going to listen to this song, they're going to be like, oh, I heard it from this album because it sounds like this song. And I have songs that are like that because they're intentionally supposed to be like that. But if they're unintentionally and they intentionally sound like it, then it's like, fuck, I'm just not going to do it. So that's my goal, and making people happy and proud with my music, being able to if you don't want to listen to any songs with words and you just want to vibe, or you're working or in a long car ride, or you're at home trying to do homework and you don't want to listen to music because you'll get distracted, and you want to listen to some beats, or you want to feel a certain way in a mood, my music is there for you, and it always will be. What is your favorite song off the album? Oh, that's hard. I really do like Never Ending Pain. Never Ending Pain is probably one of my favorite songs on the album as of right now, but it's either like Beautiful Tragedies to Neverending Pain, um, So Numb, um, Spectrum, definitely. So Numb is actually a TX2 reference because they have a song that I like. I don't really fuck with TX2 like that. I mean, it's just, not my cup of tea. They have a couple good songs, don't get me wrong. Like I fuck with the songs that I like. I don't hate them. I don't hate them by any means. Um, like, I like their song Black Wedding, um, Walking Dead Man, So Numb, Beretta, um, either Here or There with Burn. But there's maybe like one or two more that I like, so I don't hate them. They just did a collab with fuck, it's off their album. Fuck. Something Park. Something Park. I don't know. I'll think about it later. I'll figure it out after this video goes up. um, but So Numb's a reference to them because I fucking love that song and I think that's a great song. Even if you hate on them, if you listen to that song and you're just like, that song's ass, fuck you. Like, I don't know what to say, just fuck you. But next question is kind of like what the last question was, except from each album. So, what is your favorite song from each album? That's hard, but let's start with Fly Away. I'd probably go like Mental Illness. Let's see. Mental Illness, Paradise. We got Cemetery Dreams, Angels with Wings. We obviously got Angels with Wings. The Abyss. We got Unhinged, obviously. With Hourglass, I love Goodbye, A Farewell in Arms. Home Volume 1, I love gaming. Home Volume 2, I'd probably either say Chasing Stars or Back to the Past. Death Do Us Part is either 6 Feet Under or Your Enough Is Enough. And then for this album, obviously, I just said Beautiful Tragedies to Neverending Pain, So Numb, and Spectrum. So, yeah, I hope that answered it nicely. Next question is, what is your favorite scary movie? That's actually really hard. I'm a big horror geek, and I love it, but the one movie I always seem to go back to no matter what is Halloween and Halloween 2, Scream 2, and Scream 1, but I like Scream 2 overall. Any really horror movie. I love horror. I'm a big horror nerd. Terrifier, obviously. I mean, what the fuck? Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3. I'm gonna go see 4th in the theaters. I was gonna go see Terrifier 3 in theaters, but due to shit, like personal shit going on, I couldn't make it, so I was like, fuck. So definitely gonna go see 4 in theaters. I'm really excited about that. Next question. How will the next album sound? I have no fucking clue. I have somewhat of a clue, but I have no fucking clue at the same time. It just kind of goes how it goes, like, because I'm already working on the next album, just so I can get out the way and, focus on some shit in my personal life, but I'm also not going to rush it, but, I don't want it to be as dark as these albums have been, these past 2 albums with Your Medicine and Death Do Us Part. I don't want it to be that dark anymore. I'm going to kind of bring it into a new light with some new sounds, shit that I've never worked with before, but I'm learning how to work with it, so it's kind of a, trial in progress, or whatever the saying is, error, whatever I don't fucking know. When is the next album? I don't know. I really want to take my time with this, though, because I want to make sure that it sounds good because, like I said, I'm doing new shit, and it's the 10th album. Like I really want this to be good. Obviously, I'm gonna shoot for May 10th, 2027. But if I don't get it, then September 26th, 27, and if not that, then probably November 12th, 27. Or whatever day Thanksgiving falls on, 27. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna shoot for May 10th, 27 though. Next, last question, last but not least, why did you put out the same live show each week, in a month? Why, what the fuck? Why did you put out the same live show each week in a month? Okay. Why did I put out the same live show each week in a month? So a lot of my live shows are like copied, right? And I'm sure that you guys know about that by now. But it's not for like the people that are sitting there waiting for it, It's more for like, and if you do that, that's cool, show the love. But I have them spaced out at like different times of the month. So right off the album next month, so it's like something that you don't forget about, that, I'm here because, you'll probably listen to it a couple times and, go on and do, your own shit. And just so it's kind of not forgotten about, your phone will just get a notification, ding, your Medicine's live show starting up. And then if somebody misses that notification, the people that get to see it. But for the people that missed it, in a couple days, they'll see another notification, ding. Oh, he's going live. Okay, boom, clicked it. So the people that get to see it, and the people that didn't, and it goes on through the month. So it gives everybody a full chance because not everybody's going to see it and be like, I wonder if your Medicine did a live show. I'm going to go to his I'm going to go to his channel, see what he's doing. Not everybody's going to do that. So, if they're driving and, they don't want to listen to the music or they're working and it just ding, and it pops up, they click on it, it gives them multiple track lists that they can listen to. Multiple tracks that they can listen to on the set list. And it's like, all right, if you like the songs, you like the songs. If you don't, you don't, Just like every other concert, just wait till the song's over. You don't have to press anything. It's got multiple tracks. Some live shows are more for certain vibes. Other live shows are more for like certain vibes, like you got a dark and scary mood, you got a pissed off mood, you got a happy mood, you got a vibey mood, it's just depending on the mood. And that's why I do that each month. But this May, a lot of shit has changed because the first two live shows are just my tracks, and then the next two live shows are featuring Deuce and Landon, Sticky Stink, and then the next live shows also have like Gabe in there. And then I wanted to show some love, and I put 3 of Red Bull the Devil song in there because I really want to also promote him because I fucking love his music, man. I was so pissed when I didn't see the notification that he dropped a new song, and I was so fucking pissed because it was like 7 days later. I'm like, son of a bitch. Bro's always here for me, and I just missed it. So I really wanted to promote him and push it, and I hope it's cool. He can do the same with me. I mean, he can, I'm giving him his credit too. As long as I get my credit, I'm okay. And I'm giving him the credit, and I'm even going to say it here in this too, that I don't own any of fucking Sticky Stinks, any of Gabe's, any Deuce, any Red Bull the Devil. I don't own them. I'm just showing them off for people to listen to. that kind of ties in because it's like when people are, listening to it because they get the notification, they press it and they hear some other tracks in there, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this? Your Medicine?" They're gonna see that it's from Sticky Stink or it's from Gabe or it's from Deuce or Red Bull the Devil, So they're gonna go in there and they're gonna, follow them. They're gonna listen to more music, and I think that's fucking sick. And I've done that before, and it's worked. So just keep it going. Thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble on and talk about, bunch of shit, bunch of bullshit, but shit that you guys wanted to know. So, I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Get ready for the live shows this May and June. I'm so ready. I'm already stacked up. I got May's done. I got June's done. Now I'm working on July's live shows. And we are fucking golden, man. I love all of you. Every single one of you. I fucking love y'all. See you, man.